you have a certificate and degree from university, you have more difficulty to find a job.
Okay.
You know, it's better to work with your hand.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
labourer than a academic.
It's better to work with your hand.
Services
To be,
are always needed, yeah.
Cleaner like this, or,
Yeah.
or go
They don't want to see you rise.
Okay, when you have degrees and certificates, it's more difficult.
Okay.
Does it look like the riding will stop anytime soon?
Like what?
The riots.
Is it stopped now? Like, is
Have they
it
stopped?
dying
They're
now?
still-
You know,
Still a lot of tension.
it can't get worse. I don't know. No, I don't know what's happened. Every day you have something else in this place.
Where's the money concentrated? Just around the outskirts of Paris itself?
Yeah, suburb of Paris.
Paris
One of
is-
them, yeah.
Which suburb is worse?
Suburb 93 department, 92, 95, 78, many departments. No, it's like a project, big project. You have a tower, but building about 25 floor, concentrate all immigrants.
Yeah.
No, it seems like it's like a cage. You know, very cage. And you have anything.
Okay, thank you.
Not a problem.
Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
Thanks for your help, brother. Thanks for your interview. Salam. That was a personal interview by Mr. Khaldoon Hussein and Radwan Shaheen of the what's our television station called? Of Al Jazeera branch in Australia. Let's go. Okay, we're here at the Arc de Triomphe. This monument here was first commissioned by Napoleon Bonaparte himself, the Major General of France and the first leader after the French Revolution. He commissioned this sort of monument here to symbolise all his victories, but he never saw it completed because he started losing battles. However, it was later on finished off by the French people. Today here it is Armistice Day, which is held every year on 11th of November to mark the end of World War I. To mark the end of World War I. Here there looks like they're unhurling the French flag, and there's a ceremony just underneath the arc there. Looks like held by official dignitaries to mark this day, which is so important for the French people and the Allies alike. This roundabout here that surrounds the Arc de Triomphe is still officially the world's largest traffic roundabout.
And about Hitler?
Okay, you want to know about Hitler, Ruru? Okay. Hitler as well, when he conquered France, he personally wanted all his troops to walk down the road that leads up to the Arc de Triomphe, which is the Champs-Élysées, or whichever way you want to pronounce it. It's a long main road and very nice looking road, and he wanted his troops to walk underneath the Champs, the actual Arc de Triomphe, which Hitler did himself as well. This guy, he's walking his pet ferrets or whatever they are. And he needs to take them for a walk every now and then. Get a bit of fresh air into them. A lot of weird shit happening around here. This is one of them. We're currently in French suburb of Saint Denis. We've come out here to have a look at ourselves the French riots. It's currently very quiet here due to curfews being put in place by police. It's a very ghetto type of area. Not many white Europeans living here. In fact, I haven't seen any at all. These are one of it all black Africans or North African Arabs live in these areas. It's a very depressing looking place. Nothing much happening here. Looks like a very industrialised type of suburb, and very congested. We'll continue our walks and see what we can find. Not much happening here. The curfew looks like it's taking effect, but like I said early on, just a ghetto of a place. Understand how everything just inflamed so hard. No whites here, no whites at all, and it's really not a place to bring up a family, that's for sure. But no riots here today, so until next time, bonjour. Is it bonjour?
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
No, it's bonjour haram.
Oh, what's a bye-bye?
S'il vous plaît.
S'il vous plaît. Bye. This is Saint Denis station. Even the cop shop's closed. We're currently here in the town of Versailles, at the Palace of Versailles, which was once the seat of the French monarch. This place was built in the 17th century. Absolute massive structure. It was designed in this way to symbolise the absolute monarch rule over France. During the French Revolution in the late 17th century, revolutionary mobs stormed this complex here, massacred the guards, and dragged the king and queen from this palace here to Paris, where they were tried by a mob and eventually given the death sentence. In those days, the heads were chopped off with a guillotine. This palace is also famous for end of World War I. Armistice was in 1918, but the final treaty, which officially ended the Great World War I, was signed here, the Treaty of Versailles. The Palace of Versailles, one of the main things it's known for these days is gardens. One of the best gardens I've ever seen, and it's just goes for acres and acres and acres of sprawling land with all decorated gardens. This is one of the many dams or ponds or whatever. There's someone letting off a few rounds of shotguns in the fields as well. Probably hunting rabbits or something. This is another area of gardens, which is absolutely immaculate. This is the one of the wings of the palace. The one of the Palace Versailles mini ponds, absolutely immaculate. And then we got some inconsiderate person over there. How inconsiderate. Look how beautiful it is, and he thinks he can add his own fertilizer to it. I tell ya, these people should be deported.
I feel like a kid. What's hungry? How romantic.
It's a big ass horse. You can hide these coaches, horse coaches in the gardens. They can also hide those golf buggies as well. That's how big it is, and drive around the place.
That there is the famous fountain. It looks pretty grabby at the moment. It seems like all the fountains are turned off. But when they advertise themselves, that's the fountain they used to advertise it. Overlooking towards the back, you've got a long dam that looks on like a stream. It looks very similar to the...
That line there is the line to actually get it inside the building of the palace and see a few of the rooms. It extends right inside and twirls around inside. Shit ass chance of me lining up there. So no inside tour of the palace. I'm very happy not to go inside just so I don't have to line up. Vive la France. This is my dying hours now in Paris. I'm heading over to state of Normandy. This is a classical Parisian bakery house. Just bought myself a almond croissant. Have a bit of a feed before we head off. Currently in the a French town named Bayeux, which is in the state of Normandy. Made a mistake of coming here on a Sunday, and nearly all the transport to the D-Day landing beaches are all closed, and it's very hard to get around on a Sunday. So just checking out the town at this stage. It's a very nice town, significant in most ways because it was an area where France was first liberated by the Allied troops. This is at one of the beaches here in Bayeux. Bayeux was the first town to be liberated after the D-Day landings. This here is a German tank from World War II, and over on this end here we got displays of other tanks. These here are American tanks with the American Army insignia on display. Further up there's more American tanks. These here are all from World War II. and were all involved in the D-Day landings. This is one of the 18 war cemeteries of World War II here in Bayeux. A majority of the war dead here died in the D-Day landings. That at the distance is another Notre Dame church here in Bayeux, and these here are the cemeteries. They contain a majority American, British, Australian, Polish and Czech soldiers. This is it's like a grave of a soldier. The family is still visiting. Here's a picture of a soldier there, looks like with his wife and his kid. These graves here of unknown soldiers. They couldn't be identified at all, so they basically just give them a simple grave of a soldier of a 1939-1945 war. Known unto God. Here's another one. But there's a cop with a dog. There's about 15 cops now at this train station because it's all closed. Just kicking out bums, drug dealers and pimps. It's currently nearly 1:30 in the morning, and so me and Rodo got a whole French train to ourselves. And whoever says French people are arrogant, I'm gonna headbutt them. They're the best people I've met in a while. And he's Rodo. What's that, Rodo?
I said this is better than most of the places we've been staying over the last couple of nights.
We've got a multi-million-dollar train all to ourselves. Viva la France.